2022 is just a month from now and we have lost the leader of Indian Army. Are you still thinking it's not your father or your son, daughter who died in a plane crash? So what for me? Do you know what a CDS means? In the Indian Army, CDS means the Chief of Defence Staff, meaning the head of the Department of Military Affairs. In simple words, CDS is the man who leads the Indian Army. General Bipin Rawath, the first Chief of Defence Staff, a person who spoke openly not only of external threats but also of internal threats. While everyone is talking about China and Pakistan as the two big threats to Bharat, Bipin Rawath stated, India is ready for the 2.5 front wars, the half being the internal traitors working for the external predators. He warned Bharat about the proxy war as early as 2017. He spoke of Kashmir terrorist insurgency as a proxy war. This is a proxy war and is a dirty war. It is played in a dirty way. The rules of the engagement are there when the adversary comes face to face and fights with you. It's a dirty war. That is where innovation comes in. You fight a dirty war with innovations. It came true with Khalistani funded fake farmers protest too. A massive online campaign has been carried out with the support of Pakistani beggar and Indian traders who are desperate to break Bharat. Recently, Ticket said they are trading farmers to use social media, which is a guise they are using to recruit social media goons for their propaganda. Don't be surprised when I say there's going to be a movement similar to Black Lives Matter. And this cyber propaganda prostitution is still happening. The internal parasites, the Pakistani beggars, are rejoicing the yesterday's tragedy, the plane crash. Bipin Rawath ji is no more. He wouldn't be surprised at this if he's able to see. I'm not surprised too. The plane crash incident, he was aboard the IAF Mi-175 Reefer helicopter which crashed near Kunur, Tamil Nadu. While the Mi-17 is widely considered as one of the most versatile and advanced military transport helicopters around the world, there have been previous crash incidents involving the Mi-17 helicopter. The Indian MOD had awarded a $1.3 billion contract to Russian helicopters for 80 helicopters in December 2008. Deliveries to the Indian Air Force began in 2011. With 36 helicopters delivered by early 2013, the new orders were part of a contract signed in 2008. 13 people lost their lives. And the social media reactions to the incident. There's a grave problem that needs to be addressed urgently. The culture of our country has never taught us to disrespect anyone, particularly in their death. But let's look at the kind of people celebrating CDS Bipin's death. Celebrating is one thing, and showing off in public domain, what is it? What are they trying to tell us? Hey Modi, dekha hum kya ukad sakte? Who are the people saying it? But string here, we have an alternate eye which looks at the reality. Have we not been telling you since 1 year about this Zubair? My question here is, why is everyone who laughed at the tragedy belongs to one community? Pakistan celebrating Bharat's loss is understandable because Pakis have always seen Hindus as enemies, but why are the Islamists in Bharat rejoicing Bharat's loss? Because these are Gaddars living on freebies provided by state and central governments within our own homeland with mothersa chap brains and wander here and there as part-time pancharwalas but full-time Pakis. And if they find it conflicting to reside in our country, they have a suitable place in the neighboring country. They laughed when URI happened. They laughed when Pulwama happened. They laughed when Manohar Parrikar died. They laughed when Palghar Sadhus are lynched. They laughed when Rinku Sharma is stabbed to death. They laughed when India lost cricket match to Pakistan. They are laughing today when Bipin Rawath's helicopter crashed. Don't wait until the day these piss fools laugh at your own corpse.
दुश्मन सिर्फ बॉर्डर के उस पार नहीं होता, घर के अंदर भी होता है.
Points to be remembered. What is the difference between those external enemies and these internal traitors? If there comes a war between Hindustan and Pakistan, whom will these burglars who laughed at Bipin Rawath's demise support? Is it exactly what Bipin Rawath ji is talking about when he said India is prepared for 2.5 war? But today, I fear if you are really prepared for the half. Because I have been screaming since a year through string about Zubair and co. But I don't see any action being taken on them. And YouTube deleted my video for exposing the goons. These internal traitors are waiting to backstab us the moment they get a chance. In Bipinji's words, people are throwing stones at us. People are throwing petrol bombs at us. If my men ask me what do we do, should I say just wait and die? I will come with a nice coffin with a national flag and I will send your bodies home with honor. Is it what I'm supposed to tell them as a chief? I had to maintain morale of my troops who are operating there. Pakistani's news propaganda. Do you know what Pakistan media is propagating in POK and other bordering lands? Tamil insurgents crashed the helicopter that Bipin is traveling. See, they are not wasting time. They are on plan, boosting the Tukde gang and intensify Kashmiri and Khalistani agendas. China is doing exactly the same in the northeastern states. It is using the Bharat's army fault of civilian casualties in Nagaland to promote the divisional mentality in those states. Look at this Arfa Siddiqui Sheikh. He studied MBBS at Sri Venkateswara Medical College, Tirupati. Do you see where your Dakshins in Hundi are going? Why do you need someone to ask you to stand up for yourself? Have you become so incompetent? Are you that dumb? Stop funding in Hundis. You're contributing for your own destruction. It's a survival threat. You need to make moves quickly to free temples. 2022 is just 1 month away. Are you prepared for worse scenarios to happen in future? If you wait until the fight gets home, you will die before you even realize what's happening to you. Ashlyn Matthew, the news editor of National Herald, the propaganda factory of Minos family, is celebrating along with these peacefuls. A few days earlier, the self-appointed apostle of secularism are mourning for the Babri Masjid and are terming the day as a black day in history. These vultures who poison the young generations with their one-sided pseudo-secular propaganda are more dangerous than the peacefools who laughed at the tragedies of Bharat. While these peacefools turn their own kids against Bharat and Hindus, these preachers of secularism help produce battalions of brainless sympathizers from liberal Hindus to these terrorists. It's time for the true nationalists to stand up in solidarity. Let's not forget Bipinji's warnings. Let's carry his spirit to the next generations. Let the legend be remembered in our hearts. My condolences. Shraddhanjali to late CDS Bipin Rawath ji.